So Freeze and I are out here today testing the pit for a qualification drill. So we're going to see how this goes. So what is this again?
Okay, stage one is 3 yards, 10 rounds, and 2 magazines of 5, two-handed, strong-handed fire. The shooter will start with one.
Hold on. 3 rounds. What? Two-handed, strong-handed.
Two-handed, strong-handed fire.
So wait, read that first sentence again now.
3-yard line, 10 rounds, and 2 magazines of 5.
So is it 10 reload, then 10 with one hand?
No. It says the shooter will start with 1 magazine of 5 rounds loaded and holstered. When the target face turns, fire 3 rounds in 5 seconds.
Okay.
The shooter will scan and then go to low ready.
Okay.
When the target faces a second time, the shooter will fire 2 rounds, conduct a combat magazine exchange.
Well, what we'll do is we'll do each one of those as a separate setup because we don't have because I got to reset the timer. So
Okay.
We'll do the 5 rounds, then we'll do the 2.
Okay, so basically from holstered, 3 rounds in 5 seconds.
So the 5 second part time.
Yes.
All right. If I don't do surrender, Officer Mike will be mad.
Oh,
So,
stop it.
3 rounds in 5 seconds?
Well, if 3 rounds, 5 seconds.
All right.
Low ready.
Low ready. So the next one is a 3-second drill?
Okay, no, the next one is fire 2 rounds, do a mag change, and then fire 2 more rounds in 12 seconds. Then go to low ready.
I'm not going to change the part timer. So 2 rounds, reload 2 rounds.
Yes.
All right. That was a little ugly, actually.
Yeah, you fumbled the mag.
I did fumble the mag.
The next stage is, now mind you, you're low ready for this.
This is
You're not
low ready?
holstered. You're low ready. You're not holstered.
Oh, did I just screw that last one up?
Yeah, you did. You only had to be at low ready.
Okay.
Okay, so now mind you, you got 3 seconds to fire 3 shots at low ready.
Okay. 3 seconds, 3 shots at low ready. Well, it's going to be a 5-second par, but we'll beat that. 3 shots.
3 shots, 3 seconds. Holster.
Okay.
Okay. So the way the drill would have been is you fire 5 rounds from a holster, then go to low ready, then when the next target flips, they're using a flipping target.
So so are we done with this stage?
We're done with this stage.
Let's go to the second one then.
Okay. Okay. Stage 2.
Stage 2.
Is 5 yards, 10 rounds, in 2 magazines of 5, one-handed fire only. Okay, so hold on. It says the shooter will start 5 rounds loaded mag holstered. When the target faces, fire 5 rounds strong-handed only, one hand. Conduct a 2-handed combat reload, then 5 rounds supported hand.
Okay.
In only 17 seconds.
17.
So,
17 seconds.
I know. So 5 rounds one-handed.
Hold on.
Reload.
Hold on. I want the listener. Hold on.
So I assume when it says 5 round support hand, that's weak hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I just set it up with a 17-second par time.
Well, we're gonna we can smoke a cigarette in between.
Want a cigarette? Smoke? No, huh? You're one of them, aren't you?
It's 5 and 5, correct?
Yeah, 5, reload 5.
Okay, and from the holster.
From the holster.
All right, here we go. That was 7.9 seconds.
Well, we got 10, 9.5 seconds to kill. There you go.
There was the par time. Jesus Christ. So is that done with this?
Yeah, we're done with this one.
All right, let me put some more ammo in.
Stage 3 Cisco.
All right.
7 yards, 10 rounds and 2 magazines of 5, two-handed, strong-handed.
What's the par time?
Shooter will start with 5 rounds loaded and holstered. Shooter will take 1 step to the strong side, draw, fire 10 rounds in 20 seconds.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. It says shooter must do a combat reload after 5 rounds when the stage of fire is complete. Fantasy. So basically, you take 1 step to your right,
Yep.
fire 5 rounds, reload, and then fire 5 more in 20 seconds. Because it takes 3 seconds to take a step to the right. That's the only difference between
From the holster?
from the holster, yes.
All right, 20 seconds.
20 seconds. What's your time set for right now?
I had it set for a par time at 20. I just changed it.
Okay.
So this is a 20 second par time right now.
20 second drill.
All right.
Okay.
So step 5, or no, is it 5, step 5?
No, it's step, it's draw step, 5, 5. And you're almost off camera right there.
Okay, so wait a minute. Is it shoot then step?
No, it's draw, it's draw, step right, 5
Yep.
shots, reload, 5 shots.
Okay, so there's only 1 step, not 2. Okay.
No, just one step.
Okay, I got it. All right. So I'll come over here to the side a little bit.
Hold on.
So,
Okay.
5 and 5.
5 and 5.
Six, 4, 5.
Well, okay.
It's still going. Wait.
You almost lost your camera on that one.
That's all right.
No, I mean you were almost out of camera.
That was the par time. That's okay. It's solid clear. So are we done with this one?
We're done with this one.
What's the first thing? What's the par time? So I can set that.
25 seconds.
Holy shit. All right, hold on. 25-second par time.
Yes.
Oh.
It says shooter will start with 1 mag loaded and holstered. When target faces, fire 5 rounds from the standing position. Conduct a combat reload, then 5 rounds from the kneeling position in 25 seconds.
Okay, so it's 5 and 5 is a draw from the holster.
Draw from the holster, 5 rounds, reload, kneel, 5 rounds.
No problem.
You know how to kneel.
Especially if you're in the NFL.
Rot in hell, Melvin.
No need to stop being a lady. Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
All right.
Okay,
So 5 and 5.
5 and 5, standing, kneeling.
Here we go. Nine, 8. 9-1-8.
I can't. You should have done that at 6.
Hold on. Wait for the par time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you go. Jesus Christ. Are we done with this one?
We're done with this one, yeah.
So the next one is 25 yards?
Next one's 25 yards. You're printing to the left, low left. See that? You got one actually outside.
I was kind of just.
So you're not even going to qualify.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I guess I failed.
Well, you should have slowed down. They're giving you plenty of time there, dude.
You know what? You're actually right. All right, so let's do...
This is a barricade shoot. So, 25 yards, 10 rounds, 2 mags. Shooter will be positioned behind the barricade. Okay.
What's the par time?
You don't want to know?
Yeah, I do.
40 seconds.
Hold on. 40
seconds, yeah.
My God.
I could have made you feel better and halved it, but
40-second par time. You could write War and Peace in that.
okay.
Okay, I need some ammo too.
Oh, backbug. I've got a mag if you want a loaded mag.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so read
the loader.
Yeah, read me the drill.
Okay, shooter will be positioned behind standing barricade.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter will start with 1 magazine, 5 rounds loaded, holstered. When the target faces, fire 5 rounds from the strong side of the barricade, conduct a combat reload, then 5 rounds from the support side of the barricade.
Okay.
Oh, hold on a second. All firing will be a weapon with strong hand, 2-handed firing. So that way when you go to the left, you know, it'll, you know.
No, explain. I don't know what they want.
Okay.
So I understand the strong side. What do they want on the weak side? Do they want one-handed or
No,
two-handed?
two-handed.
Two-handed.
You got it. You can't switch to your weak hand. You have to fire on the left side of the barricade. You have to fire 2-handed, strong side. So.
Well, that would be weak side.
No, this is the weak side, but you have to shoot. You can't shoot.
Two-handed, strong side of the barricade if you're a right-handed shooter.
Yeah.
Because the damn instructions are super complicated.
Remember that time we got kicked out of biology for fighting with matchbox cars? Yeah. Who's retarded now? Yeah. Hey.
So basically, it's at 5 and 5?
5 and 5.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. If I'm 5 here, and I go to the other side, can I do that?
Nope. Flip it back over. You got to stay strong side. Okay, strong side. You get when you come to this side. Okay, so you shoot your 5 rounds, reload, 5 rounds. That's it. Seriously, and you got 40 seconds to do it. Nope. Yep. Hey, I didn't make the rules. The state of Indiana did.
Governor Mike Pence.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, so it's 5 and 5.
5 and 5 with the reload.
And we're starting blind, so I can't see the target.
So, yeah, you can't see the target. And take your time because you got to qualify. So you can't shoot him in the shoulders. Don't count.
Don't ruin Christmas. All right, okay.
Okay, ready?
So 5 and 5.
5 and 5.
I will. You're right. I will take my time.
Reload after the first 5.
5 reload and
5 reload.
There
5.
we go. $14.55.
How much?
$14.55.
Okay. Well, we'll sit here and smoke a cigarette. Maybe call 1-900 porn chat line. Talk for a minute.
No, 1-900 Pornhub.
There you go. That's where all the gun channels go.
The approved porn for the gun industry. Pornhub. We're still waiting for the par time.
There
There's
we
the
go.
par time.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay, let's go up and look at the target. See if you're qualified enough to be an Indiana qualified person.
If I can be on Mike Pence's security detail?
Maybe.
Alrighty.
Okay, so
Let's make it so they can see it.
okay, so we don't know how this target scores. All we know.
Ooh, look at that.
I know. So you've got 3 that are basically going to.
I got a little lazy. Some of those I was just
Yeah.
like, whatever.
But look, okay, so the possible score is 100 points. You shoot a total of 50 rounds. And in order to qualify, you have to score 80 points. I'm going to assume you scored 80 because you only had 3 out of the...
20%. Don't if you miss 10.
Yeah.
Or
So-
20. No, or 20. Yeah, because it's 50, so it'd be 10.
Yeah, 10.
So
And see, I don't know how many points each zone is. But I mean, obviously, between these 2 zones, you probably had enough to
yeah,
qualify.
see, and that's what I don't like about these targets, because the state of Indiana said I had to get this target from this vendor, and I'm like,
But there's no score zones.
and you
And
know,
I'm assuming, well, the junk area, the vitals, and the
this is the hip girdle.
yeah, the junk area.
The hip girdle. The
So-
hip girdle.
So, but so I'm assuming
Hey, you're a
Oh,
deer hunter.
oh.
You know when you break down a deer,
Yeah.
this is where you break down the bad
that's
guy.
the junk.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming these 3 scored 0.
I'll bet you if you cut the line, they count that.
Oh man, that's really.
That's normally what, if they're cutting the line.
Well, that cut the line. So you got 2 outside the score zone.
All right.
So
Maybe 3. So, but if I had
So-
missed 10,
well, okay. So according to theirs,
is it weighted on time?
no. As long as time has nothing to do with it.
So I did not get any bonus for shooting it fast.
No. See, you might have actually done better if you'd have shot it slow.
It's the fastest who gets paid, and it's the fastest who gets laid. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You people are in the wrong on this one. Still in the wrong. This is egregious. You hear me?
But look, according to this, a failure is 79 or lower. Qualified is 80 to 84%. Marksman's 85 to 89. Sharpshooter 90 to 94. Expert 95 to 100, which is 95%. So I'm assuming you're going to be.
With this, I'm at 95%, right?
I would say,
Count that missing.
if you count that, you're at basically 95%. If you don't count that, you're probably down to 94. And then
Well, I'll have to.
I don't.
You're going to get tons of comments on the math because we're like, it's obvious.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. But but it's kind of hard because there's no indicator on what the zones score.
Now, wait a minute. Doesn't it say that in Indiana, a police officer in Indiana has to shoot this 3 times?
Yes, you have to do this 3 times.
3 times.
And you have to score a minimum of 80 points on all 3 tries. So you have to shoot it 3 times, scoring at least 80% on every time.
I thought you had to pass it each time individually. If you dropped it one but made up the other
you do.
two.
You do. It qualifies 80 to 84%.
Okay.
So you have to score at least an 80%, but you have to do it 3 times.
Okay, so so let's say you dump it the first time, but you score 100 on the second 2, and it comes above 80. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
You have to pass it.
It
You have to
says-
pass it 3 times, which I think is
It
fair.
says officer must fire a minimum score of 80 points to qualify, and it says officer must fire the course 3 times, and all 3 attempts must score 80 or
Okay.
above.
That's the lawyer. That's the lawyer.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean that's fair.
It's a 150 round qualification course.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
This episode brought to you by HKVP9
And the Indiana State Police.
and the Indiana State Police.
Okay, sitting here talking to Freeze, we just scored it, and we heard from someone from the state. So the 2 that are out are zeros.
Yes.
the ones in the bottom, that's 6. Those count as 1 point. Then the
point.
inside the bigger box is 2 points.
2 points.
And anything that cuts a line counts for the next highest up. So,
Yeah.
which I knew they would do that.
Yeah,
so according to that, we scored a 90, which makes me marksman
Yes.
and instead of expert,
Yeah.
which just pains my soul, which is what I get for shooting it so fast.
Well,
so.
you should have slowed down. You had 40 seconds on that last one.
Dude, you're right. I mean, my God.
I mean, you know.
I shoot 40 yards on handgun on video all the time on targets the size of that center,
Yeah.
but I shoot them slow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
well.
you should have slowed down, you know, and you probably would have scored better. I'm
well.
actually ashamed and disappointed of you because 2 of your rounds scored 0.
Oops. Remember, it's all about shooting guns and having fun. Everybody, have a good day.
See ya.